All right, George Rose, Tim Tszyu, first round knockout over Carlos Ocampo. Your reaction to the fight?
Still in shock. Still in shock. Ocampo's a hell of a fighter, a very well respected fighter, and Tim made easy work in there today. It was a pleasure to watch and exciting to watch.
And I guess what sort of a statement does this send to Charlo and the other contenders in and around that division?
Well, I think it sort of solidified his the threat with his power. You know, a lot of people, I think after the Inoue and Gachet fights, they questioned a little bit of his power. But man, when he lands, yeah, you stay hit. Yeah.
And I guess talk us through, the event itself, that ring walk, that was pretty special.
I loved it. The Gold Coast crowd were fantastic. The atmosphere in there, it is a smallish venue, but I thought it was unreal. And you know, I loved it that Tim's, happy to be a star and happy to, have the big ring walks and the big excitement that comes with boxing, because that's what boxing's not just about what happens in the ring. You know, there's so much more to it, which is different to other sports. Is that there's so much more flair and excitement around boxing that we can all get to appreciate and be entertained by.
Now, September 30 is the deadline. The WBO's set. What happens from your point of view between now and then?
Now we just negotiate a date. Charlo's obviously the undisputed champion, so he holds all the cards. But we'll be pushing the conversation to land favourably for us as well. But respectfully, we'll lock in whatever date works in well with the American schedule too, because there's been some great fights already this year. So whatever date works well for them, we'll pretty much work around. Like Tim's pulled up perfectly from that fight, so it's as long as the training camp fits, it'll be we'll be happy to go with whatever date there that suits them.
Sort of blessing in disguise in some ways that the fight was postponed from January. You've had two great events and heading into the fight later this year.
Yeah, look, I do believe that seeing how good Tim was against Harrison, that he would have got the win in January. I do believe that he would have got the win in January, but instead we get sport with two great shows here with Tim Tszyu in Australia, that we get to, get Australia more excited around behind him as well too, because if you're not excited about what Tim did today, you're not going to get excited about anything. So I think being able to get more support for him and get everyone around him, get everyone talking about Charlo. I think it was great promotion for Charlo as well, because people got to meet Charlo and learn more about Charlo as well, and get a little bit of a dislike for him, as we need to do as Australians. We need to hate the opposition and cheer for our champion.
Yeah, just a word on Semi Goodman, a good win for him.
Amazing, a massive win, underdog leading into it. Aleem, one of the most feared guys in the division, most avoided guys in the division, and Semi really took it to him. I think he fought a little bit different to what we usually see from him too. He was getting in and he was trading, and he was taking shots. He took some really big shots and he fought through, and I thought his performance was outstanding. I was nervous at the end with the decision. Because any time there's a split decision, you think, well, am I being biased with what I thought I saw? But he got the decision nevertheless, and now we'll get him that world title.
And what's coming up for No Limit? When's the next show likely to fall?
Hoping to be able to announce the next show in the next few weeks. So we've had a couple of venue issues recently, so some of the events that we had planned, we've got to work around a little bit and lock in the right venue for the right fights, because I think we've been able to show that whether it's a small venue with fewer fights or a big venue with a sellout crowd like today, if we have the right venue for the right crowd and the right fights, then it's going to be a great night for everyone. So that's our plan, and hopefully we've got some good news for you in the next couple of weeks.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.